Son of a. Something.
I really want somebody to say it.
Son of a something. I
But we're on
can't say
YouTube.
anything. So
if I edited these videos, I could have just put a beep every time you said that.
Well,
and
that's
swearing.
true, and everybody would thought I was saying something. We got a letter from one of our viewers wanted to know if cussing is okay. Shout out to Tony.
Well,
sweet Tony.
H-E-double-L, yeah.
That word's not a curse word. So
It's not.
Can Christians cuss?
I don't know exactly where this
Can't
conversation
hell
is
be a
going, but there's a
cuss
difference between cussing and swearing and cursing, all different things.
See, he already went after what I was going to go after.
Okay, y'all are going to have to explain that to me.
So
the
Bible says do not curse.
Yeah.
Cursing is saying, I hope you go outside and break your back because you stepped on that crack kind of thing.
But he also said anybody who calls a brother a fool.
Then just
Is
don't
the
call me
danger
a
of
fool.
hellfire.
Call me an SOB.
Does me using HE double hockey sticks call you a fool? I mean, so it has to be defined somehow. And then so if the world wants to know, can a Christian cuss or use cuss words, what would the Bible define as a cuss word? And there are none.
There are none.
I mean, you got to think Jesus himself called people whitewashed tombs and snakes and vipers. That was probably not very.
That was very
pleasant.
Insulting.
Yeah, so
and dogs.
Yeah, that's not something you
and pigs
want to call people.
Like I said, I think there's more to it than that. I could defile you or degrade you more without using curse words by saying other things, and that's where the problem is, right? Your intent behind it, for me.
Yeah.
So do you think there's a difference between I guess, a degree of severity between cuss words?
I mean,
honestly, there shouldn't be, but there are some that rub me worse than others. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and it depends on how the word is used.
Like I said, I'm in an environment where
you work with mechanics.
Yeah, it gets used a lot, and I might use it every once in a while. and it's I don't know. It doesn't.
We drink beer too.
Shh! Don't tell everybody that.
Yeah. That's another show.
It doesn't. Yeah. It doesn't rub me wrong, but once again, I'm used to it. It's kind of just something that's in life. Now, here's the thing, though. When I go home, that I won't allow it around my kids.
Right.
Yeah. And I won't.
Because they're not going to understand how it is or isn't right or wrong. Yeah.
And I've had people before say, well, it's got to be wrong if you won't do it in front of your kids. Really? I'm not going to have sex with my wife in front of my kids either.
Yeah,
Does that make it wrong? I'm just, there are certain things I'm going to do in front of, that I won't do in front of the kids.
Yeah. Wow. That sounded like a Lee Brown statement
there.
There.
I just figured, you know what? I'll let her fly today.
I think I don't ever use the F word.
Right.
And I don't use
somehow it's different.
And I don't use GD.
GD
I think it's vulgar. It's a vulgarity.
GD is the word and the C.
Yeah, but I've heard people say, like, if you say gosh darn it, you might as well just say the word. It's like, no, to me they're two entirely different things.
But then there we go again. What it is GD, is that actually using his name in vain?
No. It's not.
What is
not according to not the way the commandment is written.
Exactly.
No, it's
so
not.
once again, so I don't like it. I don't think it's anything that I can biblically say is wrong. I don't know.
What is it we always say? Like, if we don't know, we just err on the side of caution.
Yeah, you just err on the side of caution.
Right.
Say, I better not say.
I mean, but it's based on people's stupidity too. NF's new song, Hope, is one of his greatest songs ever. If you're not listening, go listen to it. But his next one that came out is all about sort of mocking the music industry. It's called Motto, and part of the chorus he says, "Oh God," as part of the chorus. And his Christian followers were like, he's using God's name in vain when he says that. And then they're all like lashing out against him. And it's not how the word is used in the song.
Not at all.
No, it's not. He just says, oh God. And he says it over and over again throughout the song. And everybody's lashing out about it.
Really?
And it's because they just don't understand what is or isn't a curse word or is or isn't using the Lord's name in vain. They just don't get it.
Yeah. It just seems like Christianity is. It's just, there's this extreme in Christianity. You've got the total liberal nut jobs on one end, and then you've got the people over here who you can't do anything, and we're somewhere.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly in.
We're in the
middle.
happy median here.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly in the middle.
Yeah, we're extremely conservative theologically, but at the same time we have a libertarian bent going on there. I don't know. Honestly, true story. I was doing fine with cussing until I picked up golf again. I do.
You golf alone most of the time.
I do.
Well, that's probably good.
And that's
you don't hear the pastor out there,
So I'm not in front of somebody in the congregation just letting it rip. I mean, because like you slice the ball off the tee. Gee golly, Willigers, it just doesn't cut it.
No,
It doesn't cut it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, and you're slamming your club against the ground. My brother Doug knows exactly what I'm talking about. But
sounds like an episode of Happy Gilmore. Beep beep
Yeah.
beep beep beep.
it's I don't freak out when I hear somebody say it. Now, if I hear a Christian drop the F-bomb, okay, that's like, okay.
Well, it's different. If you're out there and you say, "What the H was that?" Right? Did you degrade anybody by saying that? No, you didn't.
No.
But if you tell somebody to go to hell, then you've done something wrong.
That's where
It's
I've
a big
always
difference.
viewed
It's how the word is used, your intent behind it, and
Right.
how it's being sent out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And people have a hard time with because I call people like idiots and morons and stuff like that. But I'm doing that so I don't call them a dumb A. That's what I'm doing.
He's doing it out of love. That's what it is.
Right. So pick your poison here.
Well, I mean, if you call somebody else an idiot, I mean, is that
It's just as bad. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I quit doing that. Well, I
No, you
can't when there
won't.
are
Stop it.
idiots. I mean,
But it's a funny story that the people I play a game with at night have rather colorful language. But one of the younger
bunch of
guys,
redneck hillbillies. Aren't
one of the
they?
younger guys that plays with us, I suspect is at least a churchgoer, doesn't swear, and I noticed that. And he said "frick" the other night.
I bet he got abused.
And everybody abused him
Yeah.
over it. Yes.
Yeah.
They're just like, if you're going to say that, why don't you just say the
if
real
you're gonna
word?
say it, just-
And the kid was like, I just don't swear. And I had to tell him that he was just using the same word in a different language.
Are you serious?
It is. It's French, from what I understand, for the
Is it
same
really?
word. That's right.
Really? Huh.
I'm
I'm not looking that
I
up
got
on the
in trouble
fly,
because I
but-
used to say freaking all the time.
Yeah.
And I do. I was like, this is freaking stupid.
Yeah.
But I'm not thinking that word.
Well,
I'm not
no,
thinking
well,
the other
let's-
word when
let's
I
just
say
say
it.
that.
Yeah.
You say you have an issue with that F word that you're not using there. Are you using it in a negative way or a degrading way if you say this is effing stupid?
No.
Once again, I think
Just
it's-
that word, it gets me too. I know.
So it's the intent.
You guys wouldn't make it 10 minutes in a shop or a construction site.
Oh, I
Language doesn't bother me. You'll never see me use it,
Yeah.
but language doesn't bother me.
Oh, my wife's so bad she goes to the bar and sailors walk out.
I can
I'm
understand.
kidding. Totally joking.
Although I could see her, she got mad. Oh, get out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She still does it when she gets mad. Now me,
Like that night at
no.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I thought you both were going to let loose the Texas Roadhouse that one night.
Who?
no,
Me?
No, him
Oh,
and
I was
his
about to
wife.
say, I was
I
like,
don't-
too
I don't-
tired to let loose.
I never do. I would do it around somebody who doesn't know me. I would never.
Right.
I wouldn't do
that.
it in like a public setting, like like if you were mad at waitress, it would never I would never do it then.
Because undoubtedly,
But-
if I ever cuss,
Somebody has to
somebody
get back
later on
to
in
you.
conversation is like, "What do you do for a living?"
Yeah.
Or
Or you could be in
mechanic.
a different state and it would still get back to somebody in your congregation. Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. But you have to be very careful about it when you're preaching because if you have that every day in your vocabulary and while you're up there preaching,
out. Yeah.
it'll pop out.
Yep. Absolutely.
And you may not even be trying, but it'll just happen.
Yep.
And so you have to be very careful about that. So I would say for pastors, just make it a habit of not doing it.
Probably because you don't want to be up there and
Yeah.
drop the F-bomb right in the middle of service.
Yeah.
That might not.
Oh, these liberal Christians, they're just effing stupid. And it's just like, okay, that's going to be bad.
Yeah, that'd be a bad day.
That would be a bad day.
Yeah.
Of course, our congregation would be like,
They'd be like, preach it, brother.
I know. They would move right along. They wouldn't care. So did we come to a conclusion for Tony?
For Tony. Tony, you say what the
No.
you want? No.
We went over and looked at that truck the other day, though. The guy was an ex-Marine, and I didn't know that you could make an entire sentence out of
Only swear
Once
words.
again,
out of swear words.
We had a guy that I used to work with. This is no joke, and he told me, he said, "I'm effing telling you, I cannot say a single sentence without at least 2 F-bombs in it." And he was right. That's just how he talked.
I would hold the point of view that you lack intelligence or vocabulary if you have to use those words.
Somebody once said that profanity is the result of a weak mind trying to express itself forcibly.
I like it. Yeah.
Is if that's the case.
But then another study came out that said people who cuss are more intelligent.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
And that's the way I'm going to lean on.
Can you say bloody? Is bloody a bad word?
I don't know. We
Like the
need to
British?
ask our
Bloody this. Our friend Garth could tell us
bloody.
that.
I don't
But
know.
I hear that a lot. The English say that a lot.
Isn't there a word we said
The
one
other
time
English.
that he told us was a curse word in our?
No, he uses words that we kind of think are somewhat offensive, and it's just like everyday buddy speak over there.
Really?
It's-
That's,
Really?
that's the other
Do you
thing,
have an
too.
example off the top of your head?
I think like Egypt, like they call each other
Oh,
Egypts.
didn't we have something in one of the titles one time or something? What
I
was
don't
that?
know. I don't know.
Idjit?
Idjit.
Is that the word?
Egypt, something.
I don't know.
You're an idiot. I heard that before. We did that down south. You're an idiot.
Huh. I don't know.
That's because you didn't know how to say idiot.
That's the thing. Like, what are the curse words over in other countries? I mean, are they something we use in everyday language?
I think
or-
it's a good discipline to be able to control how you speak.
Well, yeah, the Bible does teach that. Control your tongue, but
Yeah,
Yes.
blessing and curses could come out. And you
that was always
choose
the one I
do either
heard.
one.
Out of abundance of the heart,
The mouth speaks.
the mouth speaks.
You
And
got
they're
that
like,
from
you can't
me.
cuss. And I'm like, I don't think that's what that
you
means.
got all that
but-
hatred in your heart. It's
Yeah.
coming out your mouth.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's what that means.
Because every time you got that from me, because every time you walk by and say something snarky, I'd be like, "Out of the abundance of the heart, the
It's
mouth
true.
speaks."
Yeah,
And
I say
so-
snarky things all the time, though.
You do because
think
your
we're
heart
trying
is
to-
snarky.
I think we're trying
I
to
have
come
a
to
snarky,
a definitive answer. There's no definitive answer. It depends on what you're trying to portray with what you're saying.
Don't.
If you're trying to, when the Bible tells us to lift people up and you're trying to bring somebody down, you shouldn't be doing that no matter what words you're
No,
using
not
to
at
do
all.
it.
But at the same time,
And like I said, the Bible can't define words we're not to use.
You're not-
Our culture keeps defining
You're not
those
going
for
to lose
us.
your salvation because you
no, not at all.
dropped
just
a
don't-
word.
At the same time, you got to call a spade, though. You got to say, "Look, if this guy's an idiot, he's an idiot."
I mean, I'm on board with that.
You
I mean,
can't. You just can't
But
say
is that degrading them if they really are as stupid as what?
if they are as
I mean,
stupid.
if they're stupid,
yeah.
you just say you're stupid.
If their theology is totally stupid, then yeah, it fits. You just can't say, "You know what? I'd like to call it stupid, but I'll say it's
Try to find a way to lift him up
a
instead.
little,
lift them up by calling. You've got to break them down
By being
first.
honest.
a little left
Lift
of
them up
center."
by
Gotta
being
take
honest.
them down first and then bring them back up.
I will not try to do that.
Hey, at least you're honest.
I just
Fine.
can't. I can't. I mean, if I'm doing something stupid, I want somebody to tell me I'm doing something stupid. I want to know. My wife all the time, "You're acting stupid." Is she
Is
tearing
she
me
cursing
down?
you when she does
No,
that?
she's
Okay.
building me up. She's telling me to stop doing stupid things.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it for
Just
that.
being honest.
Yeah, and if I call you an idiot, it's because I'm trying to help you. And on that note, we'll see you later.